Hey guys, a lot of you have been watching the Redneck Lives that Matt does on Instagram. Some of you haven't, so I'll tell you about him. Matt is actually a pretty smart guy, even though when you talk to him, he's kind of unassuming, but he's very smart, and he understands, like, just inherently, the most sort of revealing thing you can do on the internet is just have an unscripted live conversation with someone else, like in front of other people. It's revealing both in a good way and in a bad way. I mean, I think a lot of people saw the Travis Haley live where, I mean, I was on there trolling a little bit, not gonna lie. But people saw that and it's like, oh, okay, like I see what's going on here. Like this is a lot of like image management, just a lot of pseudoscience and a lot of just like blah 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 blah. Like they understand, like that's what's going on here. It cuts in a positive direction as well. Like I got introduced to Chris Palmer through the Redneck Lives. And I'm like, oh, okay, like this guy's really smart. This guy knows his stuff. Whereas like you might just, a guy like me, might look at a resume and be like, oh, this guy does law enforcement firearms training. Like, I don't care about him. But you get on the live, you see the live conversation, you're like, nah, this guy's really smart. Like, he may be a red shirt, but I like him. He knows his stuff. There's good red shirts out there. There really are. Anyway, this brings us to the Instructor Zero live I think it was last week. I put the link below in the description. It's on Instagram, which it sucks to watch on Instagram. I know, but that's where you got to watch it. And Instructor Zero to me is like, that's an internet personality that I like. I do. Like, I like his like really like full send videos that he puts on Instagram. He's like pulls a pistol like bop bop bop, like hits like 3 pieces of steel, and I'm watching that. I'm like, dude, that was that was awesome. Like, you just like shot it, got lucky. Like, that's the Instagram run. I love it. I'm here for it. I like that stuff. I do. But then you watch the Instagram live with them, like this hour-long live conversation, and it was just like what I think is fun to watch on Instagram. Like, as a shooting instructor, I'm watching this guy. I'm like, this is actually destructive. Like, this type of stuff that this guy's no idea what's going on. And it's amazing, right? Like, at one point he's saying, oh, the first thing we do in class is the guys hold the pistol up for 5 minutes. Five minutes? Have you ever done that? Like, I don't know that I could, but hold this thing here for 5 minutes, and then the way that your hand starts to hurt, it like that informs you how to grip it and stuff like this. It was just like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. This guy has no clue what's going on. And again, just revealed through the live conversation. It turns out, yeah, Instructor Zero, he's an absolute zero. Maybe a negative. Like, this is like destructive. Like I said, like one of my Green Beret friends, Bananas, I just talked to him about the live this morning. And he was like, it took him a week to get through an hour-long live, just because of the nature. And well, I wouldn't even call it a conversation. It was basically just him talking. Matt didn't ask that many questions. Matt would be like, explain like your foundational, like the core principle here, like whatever. And then it'd be like 10 minutes of just Instructor Zero, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Anyway, Bananas watch it, and he's just like, this is like, reminds me of like hazing. Like, he's a Green Beret dude. He's deployed now to Africa. I imagine that's kind of boring, and it still took him a week to get through the live. It's like absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think what the one question Matt asked, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't on the live, but I was in the chat. But I was pretty geeked up. I was like firing off a lot of comments, and I was watching this, and I was like, this guy's not talking about anything specific. So I did put in the chat the one question that I thought would melt him, which was, how many rounds do you shoot in a day in your classes? And as I thought, and Matt asked the question, and as I thought, like, that did melt him. That melted Instructor Zero right there. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys like that stuff. You like the internet blood sports type of stuff. Go check out that live. If you're interested in having a little fun, you can do a drinking game. You just take a shot every time Instructor Zero says biomechanics, and I think you'll have a great time. Anyway, check out that live, and in future, check out other Redneck Lives with Matt, because he has like some very interesting conversations. Sometimes it goes one direction, sometimes the other. You never really know what's going to happen. That's kind of the fun part. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's the internet, baby. Anyway, check it out.